I suggest you go there and just open up a case, okay? Bring this letter, bring the information about him, and just say, listen, this is what he put out today. Read it. They're going to read it and they're going to say, yeah, that is, threatening. And all you have to do is open a case, because you know what? If anything out of the ordinary happens to you, and I'm, talking about pretty much anything that can happen, whether some weirdo knocks on your door, something out of the ordinary, chances are it's going to be tied in with him. Okay? Because if you've never had that threat before and now all of a sudden weird shit is happening, protect yourself. And I don't mean like protect yourselves with, arm hand-to-hand combat. Just get it on the record that this happened on this date. Exactly. Let it be documented. That's it. I mean, you don't have to, press charges against him, but just let the police know that this happened, just so they have record of it. That's all I'm saying. Thanks, guys.
She didn't mean to be up here. Holly, can you show the rest of the message when you get a second, please? Because Dreads wants to see it since she's on there. Not me, bitch. God damn. Who did that? Y'all wrong for that.
I did that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do it with my knuckle.
Hey, do me a favor. Hey, Monster or whomever. Holly, do me a favor. Instead of doing the whole, I'm not, y'all know I don't do the internet bullshit. So do me a favor and just hit that whole message, everything on it in the inbox for me, please.
Yeah,
and thank you.
Yeah, Dreads, your name is right underneath mine.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that. It was sent to me by a family member, real life family member, y'all. So y'all just send this to me, please. And that way I have it, because
real quick, Dreads, it is posted on Just Passing Through's page. I don't know if you follow them. I think they're private.
Listen, I don't follow any of the drama. I don't.
No, I'm just saying, just so you could have it.
Yeah, well,
send it to Monster. She'll send it to you, I'm sure.
Yeah, just send me the whole thing. I need to know, like, word for word what was said.
I'm gonna send it to Viking right now on
because it has
Snap.
Viking Road Dog 2 on it.
Okay. And Florida Man, I'm sure you're watching from the outside, so I'm just gonna tell you like this. Like, to each their own, motherfucker. I don't really give a fuck what you think, what you say. But when you go into threatening my children or grandchildren or whatever else, it becomes real. You could try to do whatever you wanted to me, but bringing up saying you're going to do this, that, and the other to children, minors, or etc. people, weird. You've already proven you do weird ass shit to people that don't even know you and aren't even in the internet bullshit or even on the internet. So, to each their own. I'm just going to say, like, bro, you live in a white van. It's real easy to be put up on blocks. Take that for what you want. Some of us just don't fucking, it's things you do on the internet. It's not just internet shit. It's real life shit. The internet, and something that has been said to me repetitively for the last few weeks, is internet shit becomes real life shit real fast. Just know that shit. Internet shit is real life shit. So while you're saying you're going to do these things in real life, internet shit becomes real life shit. That's all I have to say about that. Now I'm getting out of the fucking box. Just send that to me, Monster.
Good day. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, what are you doing, Dylan?
I literally just woke up and let the dogs outside.
Could you guys not just come in on troll accounts accusing other people of fuck shit without proof or receipts? Okay, let's just not add fuel to the fire. Okay. Why do you do this? Because he's a fucking man-child that didn't get his way and had to throw a fucking fit. I sent it to him too, Monster. He had already seen it.
He's getting mad because people are seeing what he's doing and removing him from platforms and not platforming him. He keeps saying that he doesn't do any of the stuff that he's saying he's doing in this shit. And it shows right there that he is doing the shit and he's going to continue doing the shit. So the whole time he's telling the whole group of people that he hasn't done anything. Proves right there that he has, and he's going to continue doing it. He got upset last night because I blocked him out of live, because every time I go live, he goes in there and reports it. So fuck it. I'll block your ass. I don't care. I mean, he already done called my job. It didn't work. You call again if you want. Well, happy Father's Day to all the fathers and all the mothers who are fathers.
You're welcome. You know I'm a broke bitch, so you know I'm you ain't getting nothing but food.
Well, shit, I am too.
It's just wild to me, the video he made about a relapse and like glorifying his drug use and what he psychologically will do on each different drug.
Proceeds to say at least it's not math like Kendra and Skittles.
Like, that is the wildest video I've ever seen.
Hi, HOllymae. I have a quick question. I was just in Dora's live, and Mittens came into a box and said that on your live, you're saying that Florida Man posted that list because he was upset about Too Tall's live. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. That's
That's
exactly
why it was posted. Why was it even posted in the first place?
Care.
Why
I don't care
are
if
we
he was
allowing
mad
this
that his
man
tweets
to
I'll
were
answer in a minute. I'll answer in a minute.
Okay, well, what they're saying is that he got upset after that it wasn't anything to do with Too Tall's live and everything to do with last night Smashley's live, because there was a lot of conflict going on last night in Smashley's live.
No. So, Florida Man, wait a minute. No, it wasn't that. Your video that he made about you, Kendra, was because of that. This is because there was the Too Tall's live. Nobody has to believe me. That's fine. They can twist it, say it however they want. But even in Smashley's live,
I told him when I told him last night. They said that but wait, they said, and I've asked him for the clip. He was been up all night. Why ain't the clip been released yet of me apparently saying what he's so mad that I said? Where's the clip?
Can I stop you just for 2 seconds? What does it matter why he posted it? I don't care if Joe Blow down the street told him to ask fuck a goat, or asked him if he stuck his fucking goat's paws in the fucking boots when he's trying to fuck him so he can't run away. I don't care why he said it. The point is, Florida Man, I don't care what bit you're throwing. I don't care why you said it. I don't care when you said it. I don't care about none of that. All I care about is the fact that you think it is okay and internet shit and offering money and this, that, and the other. None of that fucking matters to me. Listen, what I am going to openly tell you right now is what you do on the internet can cause you to do some real life shit. And what you just did is some real life shit. So I don't care what you're throwing a fit about. I don't play the takey backy game or the recycled bullshit game. So do what you do. V, send me everything, all of that shit, because I have to give it to my old man. Period. I'm done with the conversation.
All right. Florida Man can say that, or Mittens, whoever can say that this was not because of T's live. I'm going to tell you something. Florida Man has been throwing a fucking fit, pissed off, jumping in boxes in the chats all day yesterday after that fucking live. So, and then in Smashley's live, he got pissed off because he wanted to come up, and Smash said that first she said he wasn't going to come up right now, but then she said she was going to let him up, but she told him to talk to Bougie first because apparently Bougie had already knew about this with the Casey stuff. Well, then he asked for a box one more time. Then he went live and he threatened. He didn't get the box right away. So then he went live. He threatened Kendra, calling CPS on her, and said that you don't know what she's done to me. And then I wake up to this video. So again, like Dredd said, it really doesn't matter what the actual reason is. My opinion is he was pissed off after that live with Too Tall. And then going into Smashley's live and asking for a box that he has before and been let up. And, he's been kind of given the leeway over on Smashley's live over one of us, which, okay. Last night, that wasn't that. Last night, that wasn't that. Last night, they stood with Kendra that this is fucked up and her kid being brought into the shit. And it pissed him off, which is why he then made the video of Kendra.
No. Does anybody have the recording of Mittens getting in a box last weekend and her backtracking and say she would never want to feel the way, or she doesn't want other people to feel the way that she feels? So it shouldn't matter why it was said. She should be defending this.
They're in Dora's live right now. They are saying that none of them support this, and that Dora is saying that she's going to be a voice, and they've tried to get in touch with Florida Man already. I guess Mittens and Dora have reached out to him.
Why is mediation on the table? Why are they even trying to mediate something that, one, they've all continued to give him a pass. They've all continued to let him have a box. They haven't muted him. They created this fucking ego he has. I don't give a fuck what anybody says or agrees with me, but them not shutting down all of his shit or any of the shit that he's done has created the ego that he has today.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback on that because I sent Monster a message yesterday because Monster was in a really good live yesterday, and you had some females in there talk about, they have her back 100%, this, that, and the other. I messaged her because one of the women sat with Florida Man just recently when this list came out. They all were perfectly okay with Florida Man calling senior citizens, calling children's phones, calling jobs, threatening shit, but when there's a list put out and him admitting to doing it and saying he's going to continue to do it, all of a sudden now they don't back that. No, you can sit the fuck down and get the same backlash as Florida Man.
Wait a minute. I'm just going to play devil's advocate because I know I've been put in this position before, way back when, and all the things. See, when he was doing that type of shit, there was always Viking said, you don't know what Viking did. Well, look what the video, what Viking did. Well, Vikings know better because Viking did this, Viking did that. And when you're sitting with a friend and you hear that, they did, and then you're seeing what they did, then you're like, okay, I can see why you did this, or I can see why you did that. Mind you, me, when it comes to kids, I'm not condoning shit about that. But I'm not trying to be way too I'm not being forgiving. I'm not saying I'm sitting with nobody. None of them. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just saying, we gotta play devil's advocate when it comes to shit like this because I sat with people that I shouldn't have and didn't know and either brushed it off.
Okay, but the key word there is you didn't know. They were in boxes while they were saying that. Monster was live with me, and Florida Man was in the box when we started arguing, and he tried to say that Monster put out people's addresses or kids' addresses out before.
My thing is
and they were all in there in a group.
Right.
Yeah, and I've never done that.
They heard
ever.
him.
I've never.
They were all in the live when Florida Man was calling people, even
Right.
kids. So they can't say that, oh, I didn't fucking know he was doing it. Y'all were sitting there enjoying
Yeah,
it,
giving them a list to
living with
call.
it,
I know.
and egging them on. So the devil's advocate's out the window now because they did know
Right.
about it. The difference between him and I is I owned up to all my fucking shit. Find shit recently that I did that wasn't provoked, and then we'll talk
And I
about
get
it.
that, but I'm gonna say,
But the only thing they have is shit from 3 years ago.
yeah,
I'm saying, Viking, that you realize that stuff that's being posted about me is from fucking 5+ years ago.
right. And I get
Exactly.
it. Trust me, y'all. I get it. I don't have no more fight left in me to go back and forth with all these other people. When the principle of the matter is, children should be left off or out of this shit. And Florida Man is publicly
Announce that he don't give a fuck.
he's going to pay for people's information. He wants even the kids, the grandkids, all that. Like, he's actively recently saying this. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it in me to keep going back and forth with all of.
Honest,
Viking
was
look at
sitting
90%
in
of us.
some sort of shed singing country tunes last night live, like not bothering a soul. When does that
I
happen?
wasn't even on the internet last night, but I do want to throw this out there. And I'm trying to give peace of mind to everybody. You guys, he lives in a white minivan. So if you guys are worried about him paying for your information, he can't even pay for a lot to stay in. You know what I mean? He can't even pay for a rental house. So if you're truly worried about him paying for your information, I'm just throwing out there, he lives in a fucking minivan, y'all. Like, he is literally stalking some girl named Skittles and, using her codes to live in her apartment building's parking lot. Like, come on now. Florida Man, if you have that kind of money to get information on me, you know what? You earn that shit, bro. But let me tell you something. You also earn the rest of the shit that comes along with that. I'm leaving it at that. But at the end of the day, y'all, if y'all are really worried about him being able to pay for that, he needs to worry about paying for a rental place and getting himself off the streets before he does any of the rest. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think it's a matter of worrying really about him paying for anything. It's about the list being made at all. Like, this is a little unhinged.
For me, it's the actions that are listed. What are the actions that he's talking about doing?
Right.
I'm not even. Okay, put me on a list. Whatever, I'm on a list. But the actions of what the list consists of.
Listen, let me just point something out to y'all, okay? As a person who used to do rugs, when you get fucking that mad, and I don't see how the internet can make somebody like so mad to that point, but then you add rugs into the mix of it, and then you're stalking people, you're paying for information allegedly, you realize this is the shit that puts people on Snapped. This is like dangerous. This is not, oh, well, he's just mad and somebody pissed him off and give him a few out. No, this is done. He's done getting passes to act like a baby. He's done. Once he has fully told everybody on his own page that he is going to do rugs, why are we playing with somebody who is going to put themselves in a position to not give a shit further to hurt somebody? Please. How are we not connecting the dots here?
Well, you gotta look at it this way too. Like I said, when I watched Monster yesterday, she was upset, and of course, being one of her friends, and I'm always gonna look after her, I had to warn her, especially about that Queen chick and fucking Mittens and all them, saying that they're gonna be there for her if you need a vent to come talk to them. Absolutely not. Whatever you do not do it, because they sit with Florida Man. They've mentioned multiple times that, oh, well, he's taking accountability for that, and they're always okay with it. So what? They're going to get a hold of him, and he's going to be like, "Oh, I take accountability," and they keep running with him.
Listen,
That's how
I'm
I
not
see it.
trying
They're
to
going
go
to back.
backwards. I get that. I understand that. But then the same shit could be said about people over here who sat with people that did fuck shit or that condone fuck shit or whatever. I'm just being the devil's advocate. Whatever you want to say.
Show change. show change,
No.
and then be different. If you
Right,
forgive him
right.
and he continues to do it, problem.
Right, I get that. But again, like, we're finding out a lot of shit over on this side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you heard, but the Shannon lady, the one that came to you for help or however that situation happened, the one that Florida man was going to lie to the cops for, that Shannon,
Yeah.
she ended up, or she was somebody who called CPS on Megan, right? She used to be friends with her. They fell off. She called CPS for no reason, no valid reason at all, other than she wanted to be a fucking spiteful bitch. And Queenie, who sits over here, you know what I'm saying, right? She went live with Shannon after me and her were live. She went live with Shannon, and instead of telling Shannon about her motherfucking self, mom to mom, woman to woman, however you wanted to tell her about herself, it was more of a, well, what did Stephanie do, or what did the Fizz lady do, or the Andy lady do? She wanted to one up. In that moment, the kid situation was nowhere out of sight, out of mind, and that's fucked up, right? So I don't sit with that. I sit with, if you're gonna be, and like, if you're gonna stand up for something, it better be the fucking kids. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care about the dirty shit that people do or whatever. It's when it comes to children, you should always speak up. Calling your child, you know what I'm saying, should be brought up. But all this other extra shit, like, it loses the value of what, or it loses the meaning of what is actually fucking happening. The children are being put in here as fucking pawns for no reason. I want to know, what has Myrna, Duff, Peace, Twinkles, me, you know what I'm saying, the here for it,
Monster.
like, what did all these people do to Monster? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the reason that you think contacting family members, minors, and all the things
Literally done nothing to anyone.
That's what I'm saying.
Say one last thing and then I will hop down. When you ended your live this morning, I fell into Snark's live, and she was saying that she doesn't understand. I don't know the exact words, but basically she didn't understand why people wanted her to talk to Florida Man when nobody stood up for her when he was doing justice.
I wasn't around for that.
And that's what I wanted to
If I would have
say.
been around, I would have been saying something.
And Hair Junkie's neighbor, I took accountability for that and apologized to her fucking face. What more do you want? Huh?
And the action.
Well, I just wanted to make it clear that, like, HOllymae wasn't around and she has never clapped for anything that Florida Man has done, and she has always made it very clear that if anybody that currently sits with Florida Man or gives Florida Man a platform, if they think that one day this exact thing won't happen to them, they're sadly mistaken. And HOllymae has always said that. She has never clapped for anything Florida Man has done. And I just wanted, hopefully Snark will hear this, because I wanted her to know that you never clapped for anything he did, especially when he was attacking her.
Hold on, Bedazzle. Snark, where did the nerd sub go real life on anybody? And I'm not talking about Mallory and Retina's court case or Bougie and Petty's.
Yeah, I know that people's kids were posted over there.
Whose kids?
I want to say Bougie's.
Bougie's daughter? Her and her daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't a minor the way that she tries to say that she was.
Yeah, I know. But, my kids aren't minors either, Holly, and they've been put through some real fuck shit on both this app and Reddit. So I believe that everybody's child fuck shit on both this app and Reddit. So I believe that everybody's child, whether they're grown or not, deserves privacy and peace.
Right.
Which is why I'm here.
I agree.
Wait a minute. I believe that every job and every parent also should not be targeted. But yet, before Bougie's picture of her and her daughter were posted, she was on lives enticing and asking people to go real life and get Retina's mom's job taken and get Retina put back in jail.
Well, let me make my point. I don't like Bougie. Bougie knows I don't like her. But I am also able to say that I don't agree with her daughter being posted on Reddit. While not liking her, I can do that.
Right,
but my bigger question, and the reason why I'm here, is because this is about Florida Man and the list and children and all the things, right? And for the sake of the resolution that we're trying to come to, right? Why is Viking here?
That Viking's here because he's on the list and he wanted to know why he was on the list.
But okay, HOllymae.
Okay, wait. I want to hear this. I want to hear
this is yeah, you sure do want to hear this.
Absolutely.
Because I want HOllymae to know this, right? Because maybe HOllymae isn't aware, Viking. Hi. But HOllymae may not be aware of all the absolutely abhorrent things that Viking has said about other people's children.
Oh, absolutely, she does, because I've talked about it, Snarks.
Well, then I'm further confused. I'm further confused.
Wait a minute, don't say I do, because listen, I didn't window lick your lives, Viking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I window lick
HOllymae, can I get you clips and drop them to you somewhere?
That ain't got nothing to do with me, Snark. Real shit, like that.
It kind of does, though,
but it doesn't,
because we're actively advocating. You and me both, right? We're actively advocating against Florida Man to go against anybody's children or anything else, while currently sitting with a man who has targeted and wished death on other people's children.
Right.
Okay, Snarks, again,
Wait,
Show something. Hold on. Show something that happened recently, not 3 years ago. Monster was
I don't
there
care
for
when
that.
it happened,
Let me finish.
Viking.
I didn't interrupt you. Don't interrupt me.
You did.
And the women that you guys claim that I said about, they hate me, this, that, and the other. Monster could contest right now that I'm good friends with all of them. And it took less than 12 hours for me to hush up because you were sitting there getting false jacks like a motherfucker listening to what fucking Florida Man had to say and wondered why I said I was going to come for your personal life. Because you want to come to mine.
Wait a minute.
HOllymae, would you look at what Viking sent to me? Telling me that he's coming for my livelihood, money, and everything?
Listen.
Why did I say that?
Can I take I'm going to take control.
My point is only to Holly.
Hold on. Please, just hold on. First and foremost, I wasn't around Viking 3 years ago, 2 years ago, hell, even a year ago. The first time I met Viking was when he was going to have a live on me regarding regarding my charges being let out and somebody knowing my last name from my ex-husband, right? That's why he went live. So there's that. Then, obviously we're mutuals on here, but he's not in all of my lives and I'm not in all of his lives. Now the clips that you're going to send me or whatever are things that obviously he took accountability for, or he did back then and all that. Was it right? Fuck no. If I was around, I would be blocked to this day. But
this was just a couple days ago.
Wait a minute.
A couple days ago.
Wait a minute. I wasn't around for the children being spoke about and all that. Okay. Now he's saying that, and he said it. Sassy Virgo has said it. And Nicole has said it. They all became friends after that. Like, he took accountability. They gave him shit, all the things, right? And then he changed his behavior regarding the shit that he was saying about children. Okay. I'm not here to stand up and say Viking's a changed person, because I don't know what Viking changed from, because I wasn't around for that shit. I'm not excusing it, and I'm not saying that it's okay. What I'm saying is we're not going to deflect on the shit because we have people in boxes that one side doesn't like or one side got into it with, or all of that. That live yesterday, we all were in the lives. We all spoke about it. I'm not going backwards. Again, my live is literally to hold the white flag up and say, can somebody? I'm not fucking addressing anybody specifically, and I'm not directly going at anybody specifically. I'm saying on a public live with 546 people in here and about 200 in T's live, I'm saying all of you guys can hear me loudly saying, I'm waving the white flag. Can somebody tell Florida Man that this is not okay to threaten people's kids, children, jobs, and all the things, the actions. Fuck the list. Fuck that I'm on the list. I'm talking about the actions that are on this list. You get what I'm
HOllymae, can I
saying?
respond? Yeah,
Yes.
can I respond? Okay, so because I really want this conversation to be between you and I understand your big picture, right? And I just want you to take a glance at mine. What I'm talking about was very recently. This that happened between Viking and I, and what he said to me was less than 2 weeks ago. What he did to Laura after that, did you see that part? That was less than a week ago, okay?
No, I
Threatening her
don't.
life, threatening her job, threatening everything.
Is this the
So
one
if
that
we're going to
That said
collectively
she would use her job to find his info. Is that who you're talking about?
So if we're going to collectively fight against
Is
something,
that
it
what
has
who
to
you're
be all
referring
of it. It can't just be
It's the same one
the
where
part
her,
of it
Florida
that
Man,
you don't like.
and
It
the other
can't
chick
just
went
be the
live
part that you
and
don't
tried to
like.
say,
It has to be all the parts.
right?
That's all.
Okay, so you're right, and I'm gonna mute everybody right now. Wait a minute, I muted you, Snark, real quick. I muted you after that part because you are very correct. It has to be more than who likes who and from what side. Okay, now if somebody's actively on the internet in a box saying that they're gonna use their job to get my information, you good goddamn and well better be prepared. I'm going to let my local authorities know, and your goddamn and well better be prepared. I'm going to let my local authorities know, and your job is going to be taken from you for threatening something like that, period, point blank. So with that, I'm sorry. You're probably going to say I'm wrong, and that is your prerogative. But I feel like if you're going to threaten my job, and I have proof you threatened my job, I'm going to handle that the way I need to legally, and your job's going to be on the line because you publicly stated you were going to use your job to get my information to take food off of my child's plate. You know what I'm saying? So I to take food off of my child's plate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, I will never say that that is wrong. The proof that people have this list, go to your local authorities. This is proof that he is saying it doesn't matter if it's kids, minors, whatever. Just like that scammy clause lady was saying, it doesn't matter. Just get it documented. She's completely right. Completely right. I get that everybody has beef, but put that fucking beef aside for a second. This is not okay. Fuck the list. I'm talking about the actions that are spoken with this list.
I checked, Snark. The last thing I heard you
List.
I checked, Snark. The last thing I heard you say is you were coming for everything about Kendra. So, and that was
Ratina, I don't like you. HOllymae, I respect
That's
you,
fine
and we
if you
can
don't
have a
like
difference of
somebody.
opinion.
if you
We
like
can have a
me or
difference of
not.
opinion.
That's
You
fine
just
if you
get
And
don't
pissed
well,
like
off
I'm just
when
saying,
people call your
I don't have
hypocrisy
to.
out.
I don't really. It's not. You got nerve, baby. You, baby, got so much nerve in that one comment.
You
In that
definitely,
one comment.
you definitely have a lot of nerve, and I'm gonna drop you. And the reason why is because, bro, we're trying to come with a solution, a resolution to y'all do what you guys do over there. We'll do what we do over here. Let's not insert the children. The beef has gone on for too long. Enough is enough, and we're fucking tired of it. People want to come back on the app and have a good time, laugh, joke, do whatever they've been doing. Go back to their old regular content, and you're literally coming up here to what exactly? Tell me about Viking. Again, Viking was on the list. He came up in the box because what the fuck is this list? You know what I'm saying? I was up at what, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock this morning on fucking live with this shit. I'm pretty sure people woke up and this is the first thing they seen. Like, what the fuck is this? There was even somebody who came up and said, what Becca is that? And I can't answer that because I don't know what Becca. Never met this girl in my life, never seen her in a live. You know what I'm saying? Yet she came up to ask why the fuck her name was on the list. You know what I'm saying? So people being in the box, especially right now, ain't got shit to do with who's cool with what. Again, accountability, the most important part is changed behavior. If you talk about going after my job publicly or privately and it comes out publicly like this, you're damn right. I'm going to cross my T's and dot my I's and make sure I document this shit to not only my employer, but to my authorities. And now your job is on the line because you openly threatened to use your job to illegally get my information for malicious reasons. Get what I'm saying? So for that, I'm sorry, but no, I don't think that Viking is wrong for saying he's going to come for your job. Now, if he was sitting here talking about I'm gonna go for your kids and shit like that, it'd be a different conversation.
So my exact words are, it wasn't a threat. I even started off with, since you want to sit there and say you're going to use your job, it ain't going to take me long to find out who the you are. I will be coming for your livelihood, since you want to come for mine. Granted, you come for my job, that's taking food off the table for my kids, my family, and me. So that's what I said. And then, when it comes to her, she'll only show what I said to her. And yeah, like I said, I'm coming for her livelihood, this, that, and the other. But she doesn't show the rest of it, where Grow Queen was in there and Shushu was in there, and they could confirm this. You don't go live saying that, oh, Viking's on the RSO, we have the proof when I'm not, and then mention that you're going to get a hold of my job to let them know you're trying to go after my livelihood. You come for my livelihood, I'm coming for yours. It's not a threat, it's a promise. Because you're not just affecting me, you're going after my kids indirectly. Right. So I don't see it as a threat. So like I even started a group chat with her and said, hey, I got some questions, this, that, and the other. And she goes, well, I'm trying to put my kid to sleep. I'm like, I don't care that you're putting your kid to sleep. You had enough time to go live saying that you had me on an RSO, you could show it, this, that, and the other. And a week later, it comes back and she goes, well, Florida Man said it. Well, a week later, it comes back. They're trying to show my dad's record. And if you guys look at birth dates, obviously I was not born in 1962. That's what she was going off of. Yeah. So you want to go off my dad's record, I'm going to go after your livelihood with real life shit. So she can sit there and scam for money. All she wants over there.
Wait. Until there's proof that you know what I'm saying? I have not seen no proof from nobody. I have not seen no proof from nobody on no side that she specifically actively is scamming. I've not seen anything like that. The people can have their opinions about what she's doing and how she's doing it. Like I said, I'll never, ever, never forget the years ago when all that shit happened with the rankings and that Ask the Doc guy. But you know what I'm saying? To say that, that's not fair. That's not. Unless there's actual solid proof. People can have their opinions, and that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But this going back and forth and talking about, well, she did this, well, he did this, well, she did this. This live ain't the live for that. No. Because this live is about the actions that are spoken or written on this list that Florida Man made. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and if anybody's gonna come in here and say, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm after making Florida Man realize he did wrong, not platforming this, that, and the other," be about that. Don't jump up here and try to twist about something else if somebody's there trying to do it as well. Because if people noticed, y'all say something, I'll reply to it, then I'll ignore it after that. Because I haven't said shit about her, the other woman. I haven't even been saying shit about Florida Man. I said one thing last night. I'm like, oh, motherfuckers in my live, block them. And I went back about my day. I don't talk about that dude.
Hey, wait a minute.
I've gotten multiple messages that Mittens came in here. Mittens, would you take a box?
Also, can I just say right now, because I'm listening to their live now, again, this is why I'm saying I'm not going to go back and forth on who did what and who said what and who went back and forth. None of that. And I'm also making it very clear, I don't give a fuck who platforms Florida Man. For me, I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I don't care who supports who sits with who, none of that. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. Not at all. Dora, you can have Florida Man in your box every fucking day after this. I don't care. I'm saying this right here is too fucking far. Enough is enough, is what I'm saying. You don't have to stop platforming. You don't have to stop being friends, and you don't have to stop supporting. I'm asking to say this is wrong. Like, can you tell him, even if you don't feel that, fine. If you don't want to feel that it's wrong, fine, don't. But I'm asking, can you tell this motherfucker to stop? Because somebody's going to get hurt. Do you not understand that? Somebody's going to get hurt. And I don't mean just fucking banned off the TikTok app. I mean hurt, for real.
Dora always missed the point for fuck's sake.
So I'm going to give everyone the list of things that they need to do. If you're on this list, you need to go take the list to your local police department and make a report. You need to document this, okay? You need to do that. And then you need to go on ic3.gov and you need to make a report there also, sending in screenshots of these. Then, if nothing happens, let me know. I can tell you the steps, because the other thing that I have going on that y'all know about that's moving forward swiftly, I can give you what to do.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie. Viking, with you being in the box, it's just being deflected and turned and flipped. Well, they're platforming Viking. And again, even though I've explained it 1,000 times, you came in the box because you were like, what the fuck is my name doing up there?
You've seen the messages.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and drop me. That's fine.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not going to, I mean, you're part of the conversation, obviously. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody. I wasn't even disrespectful to Snark. Now, I did drop her after she said, well, I don't like you, to Ratina, because what was that for, bro? What was that for? I don't care that you don't like her, but she asked you a question respectfully, and that's how you responded, which goes to show, like, do you really want this to end or do you not? That is something for her to decide on her own, because I'm not going back and forth with her. I just don't want to deflect from the situation that is at hand. These actions behind the names. You know what I'm saying? The actions that are being said that he's going to do. And even says, if you have a problem, meaning anybody in that Discord, if they would have spoke up, they would have been next. Do you think somebody's going to speak up after that?
No. Heck no.
Exactly.
And I'll say this. The ladies that are hosting the other live, I ain't got a problem with any of them. I even said it multiple times. One day they're going to realize everything that he says is a BS lie. He makes up shit. And he gets people to go after people for no reason. So hopefully they get their eyes opened up to this. But then I also sit back and try not to do the devil's advocate thing, but when they're holding a live to talk about me instead of, joining to go after Florida Man, they're deflecting everything off of Florida Man.
Right. And I'm not even asking anybody to go after Florida Man.
It looks like they're trying to cover it up for Florida Man. Like, oh, no, but look what Viking did. Okay, show me something within
Exactly. But here's the thing. I'm not even telling them to go after Florida Man. They can fucking privately have a conversation with him. It don't even need to be live. They don't need to be screaming at the top of their lungs about the shit. I'm not even asking for that with this situation. I'm just asking human to human. Can you talk to your friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, before, you know what I'm saying? We all screamed, well, hold them accountable. Hold that person accountable. You're supporting this. You think this is right. I held a whole live after the Queenie stuff was posted about a son or something. Bougie, quote unquote, cleared it up. Even that wasn't true. But she tried to clear it up and say that it was the ex-husband or some shit. I went live and I asked for people from over there to come in, and I started asking the question, you condone this? This is okay to you? I'm not asking that with this. I'm not, because at the end of the day, if you ask that question, then it turns into, well, this person did that, this person did this person said this person I don't like, this person I don't like, and it gets nowhere. We're just talking in fucking circles and there's no resolution. So my only ask of this whole live is literally talk to your boy. Talk to your friend. Talk to Bougie. Bougie, you know good goddamn well this is not okay, bro. At all. I don't give a fuck how much you don't like me. Bitch, come whoop my ass. But to target kids and innocent children and grandchildren and shit, that's not okay. That's not okay. You get what I'm saying? That's the point of this live. Not what everybody's got beef with who for. Not everybody. Not none of that. Not none of that. We had a conversation, all of us, and I'm going to keep bringing that up. We had a long ass live yesterday morning where people came up and aired their grievances. This going back and forth and saying what so and so did, and well, you got Viking in the box, well, you got this person in the box, well, you got that person in the box, is only taking it a step backwards, and I'm not doing that.
To show y'all that I am being interrogated by chickens for old bread that they want.
Spread is blocked. Yeah, Spread is blocked. Girl, Spread been blocked from over here for a minute. And if she's somehow on a new account, whoever the fuck knows that account, let me know so I can mod you so you can block them. Because Spread
Getting
knows good.
a bunch of these fucking people that think that it's okay to just come in here when, man, I'm
The fuck if Snark is talking on me, about me, to me, anything. I don't care.
Did you unblock everybody?
That's what I was wondering.
What in the fuck
Girl,
is
yes, I did. I unblocked everybody from T's Live because I said, okay, you know
No,
what I'm
there's
saying?
that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, I didn't. No.
The fact that if you want to come in here with over 500 people and only speak to one person and not think you're going to get a reaction or a response from 500 other people is wild to me.
Try it. Please
Motherfuckers.
don't fucking try it.
Yeah, these are all new accounts, or you know what I'm saying, accounts that haven't been in here but are now trying to slide in here on some fuck shit. I didn't unblock anybody from, no. I unblocked everybody that has to do with Bougie, Florida Man, and them. And anybody that I just modded today, you can unmod yourself if you want. I'm only modding you up so that way you could take whoever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know Spread Love's new account. Oh, now we're trying to make it. Okay, see, this is what I'm saying.
Like, I truly
We're just gonna listen.
don't understand y'all. Like, for real.
Can somebody tell Dora to stream us? Because that's not what's happening here.
I gotta hop down. I've got things to do. It is Father's Day. Y'all have a good Father's Day. Have a good day. I'll be around at some point. I don't know.
Everybody on that side supported me and Kendra having that conversation.
Nobody on that side supported you and Kendra having. See, that's what I'm saying. Wild deflection. This is gonna deflect from what the fuck is. Deflect from what the fuck is crazy.
Y'all are wanting us to help a solution with Florida Man.
Shiny Penny, if you're in here and they're telling you to come back home, can you please, like, I don't know, tell me what I'm missing?
Maybe Kyle said HOllymae, Regina, and Kendra are her heroes for Monster.
Shiny Penny.
Like, y'all literally are wanting us to fight against this what Florida Man is doing and what we're doing. We don't need to scream HOllymae.
Right, Dora, you're right.
What we're doing is fighting against it, but y'all want to sit here and go against us fighting.
I'm not going against. I don't think anybody in here is going against shit.
Hold on.
They want us to stream them so we can tell him, like, if to hear them yelling, we would just fucking go over there.
Making excuses for the same thing. Okay. HOllymae, can I speak?
Yes. Yes.
Openly and freely, and this is not against anybody. I have commended you all morning for what you are doing here. I've had to kind of come and go only because the chat, and you can't control that, I get it, I've been around a long time, is vile. I was asleep when all this happened, and I woke up to a few messages, and then you were live, and so many people are coming here to try and find information about what happened, and it's all coming together. But as I hate the sides, because gosh, it's one world, shouldn't be sides, but there is. The sides are being attacked, and I think that's why there's a separate live. I so far have not seen anybody anybody agree with what this list, support this list in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
So that's what I wish would stop being spun off in any chat, yours, hers, whoever else breaks one out.
Right.
I think it's unanimous that we are all people. We are all for the children. There are some ugly sides and players involved in both places. But it's got to stop somewhere. And Too Tall's platform was amazing yesterday.
Yes.
A lot of great progress. I was so happy for that. And amazing yesterday.
Yes.
A lot of great progress. I was so happy for that. And I don't know how this all started last night. Again, I try to sleep. But it's here nonetheless, and now everybody's trying to deal with it. Can we just lay down the swords?
That's what I'm asking for. I agree
asking you for are. That. I've heard you say it. I've been back and forth all morning because I was trying to piece it together too. But the chat on both sides is wild. And that's where it's starting to fracture, and I don't want it to fracture. I still want the message to be, these babies are innocent. My God, I'm a mom too. My kids are adults now, but it doesn't change anything for me. These babies are all innocent. Every single one of them. Just everybody, lay down the sword and stop.
That's what I'm asking for. And everybody in the chat over here, you know what I'm saying? I've made it clear, you know, people are going to support Florida Man, Bougie, whatever. They're going to still be friends, whatever. I'm not asking for nobody to say, you cannot come in a box no more, Florida Man. I'm not letting you up here. I'm not, none of that. I'm not even asking people not to platform his ass. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is this right here, the actions behind the list, the actions right under the list is too fucking far. This is not okay. If you could privately, you don't even gotta publicly, none of us even gotta ever know other than seeing that these videos and these threats are gone and not done. That's the only way that we would know. Other than that, we don't even gotta know what the fuck, how you made him take accountability or none of that, because it's not our business. That's your friendship, right? I'm not asking for none of that, Shiny. Before I have in the past several times, came at all of you guys or one of you guys or whatever. I'm not doing that right now, because at the end of the day, people are going to choose to be friends with who they want to be friends with. It is what it is. People are going to still sit in boxes with people that I might not like, you might not like. I get that. You can't stop that. You're not responsible for what an individual does. Dora's not responsible for what Florida Man does. Nobody's responsible for what anybody does. I'm saying that very, very loud and clear. What I'm saying is, can one of you guys or all of you guys, however, saying is, can one of you guys or all of you guys, however y'all do it, have a conversation with him? Fuck accountability. Have a conversation and say, this is not okay. This is too much. This is too far. Take the shit off of Kendra, the video of Kendra. Take this fucking shit off and fucking don't go real life on anybody at all. I can understand why people would be afraid to talk about it though, because the last person on his list is you if you have a fucking problem with it.
I then fill my name in, I guess.
Look at the bottom.
I
right
don't have
under
any
voice
contact with him off the app, and not even directly on the app. I have no way to reach out to him, or I'm not in Discords. I just want to say the message is 100% stop. So much progress was made yesterday. I think you're a good messenger as well. I'm sorry, I have horrible allergies right now. If the chat on both sides could calm it down and agree, we don't have to all like each other. I get that 1,000% too. But we don't all like these babies. These babies are our future.
Exactly.
Well, like you just said, we don't have to like each other. And I think that's what HOllymae is trying to say as well. We don't have to like each other. If you jump over here, I'm hoping they jump over here. Get in a box. Because if you get in a box, it's not going to be like, well, you did this with Florida Man, you did that with Florida Man. No. it's about Florida Man. We're going to speak about Florida Man and the list on how it's bad.
And not the tit for tat back and forth. Shiny,
Correct.
listen, I'm sure you've been in my lives before. I'm sure you've been in my lives or heard my lives when they were being streamed. Not nobody is innocent of talking shit. Not nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is innocent of getting pissed off and saying some fuck shit at all. It's the point of I don't want to go back and forth. I don't want to go backwards. And I'm sure majority of this live does not want to go backwards. We want to move forward from Too Tall's live with the same light feeling we felt after leaving Too Tall's live. Then Smash went live and she had Kendra up in a box and wouldn't let Florida Man in the box at the same time, right?
I caught only like 10 seconds of that, but yes, that's how I
He got
understand it
pissed off.
unfolded.
And next thing you know, he's making a fucking video about how he supports Casey for calling and now he's gonna call, and that's not okay. How the fuck are you screaming at the top of your lungs that it's wrong that Mittens kids are posted or Megan got a call, but you're over here talking about Kendra, I'm calling tomorrow, or Kendra, I'm calling again? That's fucked up. That's fucked up because I'm standing with Mittens, Megan, Monster, and Kendra for all their fucking kids.
Me too. Regardless of my personal opinion of the people and their actions, it is about the babies. 100% about these babies. It is our responsibility on this planet to protect every single baby. Whether you got them or not, we're all responsible. And just please lay down the swords, calm the rhetoric amongst each other, and focus on these babies.
Exactly, because we can all go back and forth screaming at each other the way that, Snark and Viking were about to get into it and yell back and forth. We can all do that. We can hold a whole live and everybody we can do a spin-off to Queen of All Trades fucking Rumble or Royal Rumble. If that's what you guys want to do, fine. If that'll get everything to fucking stop, fine. But again, this live specifically is not for that. This live is not to call any of his supporters any names or going after them or whatever the case may be. This is not for, well, you did this and I did that and you did this and I did that. This is not for that.
The fuck out of here. What the fuck?
What?
Girl, she's
I don't
handling she's handling the chat. But I'm just saying, like, it's not for any of that. Any of it. I don't care what anybody. I know what you're doing, girl. I see it.
I'm not about the measuring who's the worst human, who said the worst. It doesn't matter. It don't matter tomorrow. It doesn't matter. It don't matter tomorrow, maybe. Don't get me wrong. It matters about these babies, and all of us have them are no responsible for this next generation. So,
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny.
No,
I'm shiny, but hear me out. I sat with Queenie, right? I like Queenie. Like I had no issue with her, right? Like no back and forth, no nothing. When she went live with Shannon and her not calling Shannon out and coming at Shannon and being loud about it, she had her in the box over contacting CPS for Megan's child. I unfollowed her right then and there. I was window licking her live. I never went in, and I unfollowed her right there. Why? Because to me, I see that it was more important to get a one-up than to defend a child. And I'm not with that. But that is me. Not everybody reacts the same as me. I don't have nothing bad to say about her. I don't have nothing to go back and forth with her about. None of that. For me, that's just not my type of person. I feel like kids are more important than us adults. I feel like when you make dinner, the children should be served first. Because if we run out of food, us adults can miss a meal. You know what I'm saying? So again, this has nothing to do with who said what, who pisses fucking gonna go further if this is a pissing contest. This is about the threats, the actions that are being said to be done to these people. You get what I'm saying?
I 100% do. And that's what I'm here asking. in both chats of I think we're all on the same page. I think there's some players that
I think
involve
there's some
some
messy people in the chat that are running dry bones and trying to
both
keep shit
sides.
stirring
Correct.
on both
And
sides.
that's all I'm asking is keep your feeling about whoever's in this box or that box and this chat and that chat. Just tone that down for a second and
Yep.
stay
Keep it out the
on
chat
the
for right
message of
now.
these babies. That's
Yes.
all I'm asking.
And I agree. I agree with that 100%. Keep that shit out of this chat for right now because that's not what this is about. And anybody who's in here who's always in the gas station, hopefully you would respect that. You know what I'm saying? There are
I
people
think the
coming in
vast
on troll
majorities
accounts.
do.
There are people coming in on troll accounts, and there's people that are on their main accounts that are keeping the shit going by saying shit that knowing that somebody's going to react to what they're saying. I'm not moving backwards. I'm not. I'm moving forward on this app, or else I'm going to end up just like saying fuck this app. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting too fucking wild and crazy. But I'm damn sure not going to get off the app when shit like this is being said because I'm going to speak up against it.
Exactly. That's why I'm in both places on my account. I'm
Yeah.
not in on a sneaky or a dummy. I
Adore you,
stand.
Shiny Penny.
I'm sorry, Monster. Go ahead.
I adore you. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I do too. I adore you too. This is something that is so passionate to me. It's our future, and we are the ones who have to stand for them. Just lay down whoever you don't like here, there, whatever next one pops up, and just focus on these babies. There will be more babies on this list. We're all responsible to protect the babies. Even if you don't like some of the babies' mamas or daddies on this list, the babies are the point. The babies.
Correct. I don't give a fuck how you parent. I don't give a fuck if you give your kid ice cream for breakfast. I don't care. That is your prerogative. You parent how you parent. It doesn't come with a handbook.
As long as you parent.
Exactly. As long as you fucking parent.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go back a little bit, HOllymae, where you said don't play devil's advocate and stuff. This is for Dora. After hearing her little clip just now, I have to give her the benefit of the doubt. She's saying that she's on the same page, that she's trying to talk to him. So I'm gonna take your advice, HOllymae, and sit back and hopefully come to a conclusion with them.
And that's all we can ask for. You know what I'm saying? What happens after that is out of our hands. But if people need to go and get this documented. I'm gonna put the top part on so you guys can see what profile I'm talking about because I don't even know the profile that this is posted on. But I would go and get that down or save that video and bring it to your local authorities.
I have a question.
Oh,
I'm Viking's niece, by the way, and Road Dog's niece. I was actually just about to ask, can somebody send me this? I do have an infant in my house, and an unborn child, and I see family members, nieces, nephews, all this stuff. I'm gonna take this to the local authorities because I cannot afford to have my son messed with or an unborn child.
Yeah. I sent it to Monster. She sent it to Viking.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I think she did. Or I know she's going to or something.
Oh, she did. I got the list. I'll send the list to her.
All right. Thank you so much. That's all I needed.
Oh, Amnesia Talk has it on her page, on their page as well. Why ain't Unknown? Unknown is probably still asleep.
Now, it may be a dumb question, but this question is going to come out by someone else. So I'm going to ask it just to clear it up for everybody that's in the chat. Some people are going to ask, how do we know 100% that Florida Man is the one behind that list? Does it link back to his account?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Discord.
This is from the Discord.
Oh, then okay, yeah, that's his Discord.
Yes, it's his Discord.
This one said, I have proof.
IC3
Write it down.
Yeah, there's people in the chat that have the proof that it's from him.
And thank you to those people for coming forward, or none of us
Before
would
somebody
know.
else would ask that question, I want to get the question out. Like, if it comes to my head that some people are going to ask a question, I'll ask it now. That way, we cover that bridge, or we could get the answer while we're waiting before somebody else does ask that question.
Bedrock says, guys, message things like this, like that privately. He will surely go after you if you come up in boxes. So I'm just gonna make a public service announcement. I don't do the back end shit. I don't do the message shit. So if you're gonna message somebody that you see in this chat, that be in this chat. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to message me. I'm not the keeper of information. I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't. But yeah, this is not okay. Like I said, all the extra other shit, who you sit with, well, you sit with Petty. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Not even until I feel something's wrong or whatever, because that's just like setting somebody up to, you know what I'm saying? No. If my morals and whatever doesn't sit well with something that I see or hear myself, then I will excuse myself. But Petty, all the years I've known him, for me, I have not seen anything. You know what I'm saying? So whoever just said that in the chat, like, yeah, no. It's not about who sits with what or who sits where or none of that.
Well, I could say the same thing when it comes to
That's what I'm
Monster.
saying. But that's what I'm saying.
Monster would not be sitting with me with her morals if I was continue to do the F shit that I used to do. And she knows this all too well because she's one of the main people who got me to realize I needed to change the way I was changing things. Because I ain't gonna lie, I went after Monster hardcore off of hearsay, and then I felt like shit.
Yeah. I just, if somebody wants to do a pissing contest, you know what? Jesus didn't make my piss like that, so I can't piss far. You know what I'm saying? So you won. At this point, you won. Can we stop now? Because this shit right here is way too much. Family pictures, names, addresses, phone numbers of the family members, including their children, grandchildren, minor cousins, nieces, nephews. I don't give a fuck at this point. Nobody and nothing is off limits to me, to the following people. And anybody who thinks that, well, my name didn't make the list, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Right here, where it says, after voices, it says, you, if you have a problem with it. Nothing is off limits, from jobs to these old, dirty, see you next Tuesday's grandchildren. I have zero fucks anymore about any of them and the way they want to say and do whatever. Y'all about to see these stupid hoes collectively cry. The Missy, see you next Tuesdays. They fucking are. I don't know what he meant to say there, but he was so enraged that he.
I'm gonna just say this. This is low key. Like, I mean, I'm not even gonna say low key. This is predatory, and I'm gonna tell you why. Offering money, right, for information on children is absolutely predatory, and that
to say minors
is a crime.
Right. So, again,
Falls under the Solicitation of Minors Act.
Also, again, this is not anybody over here trying to go backwards, because I heard Snark say that in Dora's live. That's not true. That's not true. I started this live off in the middle, or the beginning, the middle, and now, still saying I don't want to move backwards. I don't think anybody in here wants to move backwards, but I do agree with Shiny, where there's people in the chat who are running back and forth to the chat, to the chats, I mean, and continuing and to stir this fucking pot. At the end of the day, I don't know what you guys want. Real shit. Like, I don't know what anybody wants to see, hear, or witness that enough is enough. I mean, are you guys waiting to see somebody unalive themselves on a live stream? Is that what you're waiting for? That's a serious question.
Exactly what a bunch of people want.
That's what I'm dead ass serious, because if you think about it, okay, let's say somebody ends, like this live ends, right? And it's just so much for somebody, so they harm themselves. Guess who's going to walk in and see their body? Not you. Their child, because they're hungry and mom hasn't made lunch yet. So they go into the bedroom to see if she is sleeping, awake, or what. And they walk in and she's not breathing. Boom. Trauma to a child. Or a husband comes home from work, the wife is in the bathtub, slit wrist. Who sees that? Not you. Who has to clean that blood up? Not you. Who has to explain to their children, your mom's no longer here? Not you. Again, boom, trauma to a child. These CPS calls that are being fucking called, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what entails of those calls, but I can tell you, it's questions that are uncomfortable for kids that kids should not be asked. But yet, they're asked. Now they got trauma. It's fucking rape kits because they were accused of being touched or whatever the case is to get that social worker out there. So now they're going to the hospital, a virgin coming out with that feeling of they were just touched, checked out in all the ways that they should have never been checked out. Boom, trauma to a child. Yeah, violated. And for what reason?
And I'm telling you, everyone that's making false reports, fucking threatening to make false reports, Mikey included.
Exactly.
This is wrong.
Exactly. Every time a door knocks, you don't think Megan's child is looking like, what the fuck? Bitch, it could be a friend coming over. You don't think her heart drops every time now? Every time Kendra's phone rings, you don't think she's fucking freaking out now? Every time Mittens gets a fucking friend request or whatever it could be, you don't think her heart is dropping? Like, what the fuck? People are already struggling in the real world, especially with the shit that's going on in the real world right now as we speak. Family members in hiding because of ICE.
I'm also going to put this out there. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but a lot of new stuff has been passed, making this stuff very serious. I'm going to just throw that out there.
Yeah, Rivka has not been on the app in months. Not on the app, not keeping up with the shit, not on a troll account, not nothing. Nowhere close to the fucking app. And she still wrote about. But like I said, with last night in Smashley's live, there was somebody in there that lives in Canada and gave the information Kendra needed to report it to Canada, which is very grateful. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for that. So yeah, and there's hella fucking proof that he has been stalking her and Rivka for months with no reaction. I mean, there's been reaction. Let me take that back. There has been reaction where Kendra has jumped in a box and spoke on it and said that this is fucked up. I haven't done anything to you. This is fucked up. You need to leave me alone. But there has not been no reaction to Casey's kids being brought up and shit, CPS being called on him, his job being called on, not from them, not from anybody over here. So again, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who don't like who. I don't care who sits where. I don't give a fuck who platforms what. It's about the fucking kids. How this all started. Bougie was trying to spread awareness on Petty, and instead of talking about Petty, she brought up his fucking child. Whatever that man's situation is with his child is his business, and that child's fucking story is not Bougie's to tell. Whatever happened. Everybody stood together on that aspect of it. And it's turned into, well, you sit with Petty, so I'm going after you. trying every which way to flip and twist words that people say or whatever to make it look or sound a certain type of way. Why? Because we sit with petty, but yet you guys scream. Florida man screams. I'm going to speak on Florida man. Florida man screams from the top of his motherfucking lungs that petty makes people sit places, or petty will block you if you sit somewhere, or petty tells you what to do, or petty tells you where to sit. Yet I have not seen any proof of that at all. I have not seen a fucking screenshot of a message saying, if you sit with this person, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to you. But I can say right now, that's what I'm showing Florida man says. I also seen how he tried to go back and forth about my race. That's the dumbest shit ever. I'm white and passing. Okay. My dad is from Jalisco. Don't believe me? You can ask him, because he's very proudly my dad. He just ain't the greatest dad, meaning he ain't always there. You know what I'm saying? But he's always on time, if that makes sense. I have daddy issues. It is what it is.
Don't be giving him no ammo, but I'm going to say this. I'm taking this list as a direct threat. I'm taking this as a threat to my family. I'm taking this as a threat to my livelihood. And I'm taking this as a very serious fucking threat. And I'm going to report it. And I urge anyone else on this list to please report it. And I urge anyone else on this list to please take a screenshot of it, report it in the following ways. 1, TikTok legal. 2, ic3.gov. 3, your local police department at 8 a.m. when it opens tomorrow morning. This is a threat. He's offering he posted a hit list and is offering money for children.
Now, I'm gonna say this for the people that are gonna go out there and say, "Oh, it's not a hit list." When you start off a sentence with "nothing is off limits," that means nothing. That means unaliving as well. It's all categorized. Oh my God, it's Pastor Petty.
Hey, Holly, I do want to correct something. I have said if they entertain uh that guy, and I'm not vocal about it. I do block, but I have stated if they entertain him.
Yeah, but I was in your live when you said that, because I was going to say that too. They weren't saying anything, and people kept saying that they were in there, and you didn't have a problem until they started bringing them up. And that's when you said, I don't entertain that guy, and that's when you blocked them. You only block when they start entertaining the BS. You don't just go, oh, you with him, I'm going to block you.
No, yeah, Nikki is I block all of y'all. I'm sorry, I block all of y'all. If you are friends of a friend of an associate of his that really respects him, I don't think you need to be around me. I like to protect my energy.
And you're
So
okay, Petty. You're protecting your energy from what comes with Florida man, correct?
yes.
Okay. So you're not blocking people just because you see them in the chat and shit like that. You're
No.
blocking the ones that are actively engaging, reposting, commenting, boxes. Okay.
Yes.
That
I
is
find them
completely
in
different than what
on
Florida
his
man
posts.
said.
Yeah,
Florida
they're
man,
laughing at the sick stuff they're doing to he's doing to other people on his posts. He makes posts and they just like act like everybody else can't see it. I see him writing on his post, commenting.
right. Florida man actively said last night in the early mornings, okay, said that if he sees anybody in my chat, period, if he just sees them in the chat supporting, or even just in the chat of me and Retina's lives, he's going after them. If he sees your name come in the door, he's going to go after you.
What I don't understand is why everybody gets so absurdly angry that Pastor Petty blocks people. If he doesn't want you on his platform and in his chat engaging, why is that so hard for you to comprehend? Whether it's a legitimate reason to you or not, it's his platform, it's his TikTok, and it's his phone. Why the fuck does it matter? Why do you continue to cry about it at the end of the day? I'm going to block any motherfucker I feel like it, whether I have a legit reason or not. Like, I don't understand the obsessiveness about being blocked by Pastor Petty. It's fucking weird.
Right.
See, I've been in Pastor Petty's lives like 3 times, a couple minutes, and
if I start to go sideways, he'll shut it down. I shut it down too. But I have no problems with it. There was a time when I was talking to him on the phone, and I was expressing that I was worried about someone, and he didn't know about it. And we got off the phone instantly because he assured me he was going to call the person, and he did. So yeah, I mean, he does have a caring heart. So if anybody out there thinks that he don't. I mean, he does.
This man saved my motherfucking life the other day, and I want y'all to recognize that. I'm telling you right now, this motherfucker right here, my friend Pastor Petty, saved my fucking life the other day. Take that as you will. Leave him the
Hey,
fuck
Petty, was that when I
alone.
told you to call?
I called again.
Okay, good.
Someone. It doesn't matter. It was the right decision.
Right.
It was the right decision.
So
Well,
again,
what I'm saying is, I'm glad. So if you guys feel, the reason I asked that, if you guys feel like Monster's upset and you guys can't get a hold of her, get a hold of Pastor Petty, because that man will.
God, don't do that to him.
If it's a dire situation and we feel like you're in danger or you need somebody, I'm gonna go to Pastor. I went to him before. I had him call you a couple days ago
He saved my
because
fucking life.
Yeah, happy Peppy Day, y'all.
Okay, Monster, you see what Petty did to you? You did that for me. See, it's a full circle.
But this is what I'm saying again with what Pastor Petty or what Petty just said. This is so weird for me to call you Pastor Petty. I ain't gonna lie. I always call you Petty. But anyways, what he just said is the people that are condoning, entertaining, reposting, and all the things are the ones that he blocks, and he has every right to protect his peace, right? Florida Man straight out said anybody that he sees even coming in the door by here, he's going to go after. Completely different. He ain't protecting his peace. He's just being an asshole.
Should we start signing a book before we come in so it's easier for him just to grab the book and look at it?
Right.
I'm going to drop and let the conversation continue. I did want to say thank you.
I'm gonna go to the down.
Hopefully we can all keep refocusing on the kids and let any of the adult issues drop to the side while we all work with these babies. And let any of the adult issues drop to the side while we all work with these babies.
That's what I'm saying. I want all the me personally, I'm on the same page as you, Shiny Penny. All the back and forth, the who did what worse, the one ups, that's not the point of any of this. This is about the babies.
100%. The he said, she said can carry on, but this is about the babies. And it seems a lot calmer now, and you did reset the tone, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that.
I thank you for coming up.
And I'll be around. So any of you dads, happy Father's Day. Moms that are the dad too, happy Mother's Day to you. And I hope everybody can have a better day than the way this one started.
Like I feel that if we do what, I mean, a lot of us is already doing what Petty's doing, blocking, just ignoring it. I've started ignoring it. It's been peaceful for me. I mean, that's all I can do. I mean, just block the petty shit and hopefully it goes away. But if they keep going at it, let them keep going at it. I mean, they're just digging themselves a hole.
And that's what I'm saying. You want to go back and forth and the banter and all that's your prerogative. It's you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's on us as individuals to say if we want to participate in the back and forth or if we don't, right? That is for another day, another battle, right? Like it is what it is. Right now, I'm talking about the kids. I'm talking about the threats that are on this fucking list, right? So for me, it's like, fuck all the back and forth shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I have the choice. If the back and forth shit continues, that's on me how I decide to react to it. If I decide to go live and talk shit, scream at my phone, and hope that they hear us because we're streaming them and they're streaming us, that's on me. That shows who I am, right? But if I decide to say, fuck this, I'm blocking, block, because I don't want to keep going back and forth, that's on me, right? Like that shows me who I am, right? The way that people move, especially after Too Tall's live, is showing who they are, and it's going to keep showing who they are, who all of us are, all of us, everybody who is in Too Tall's life, not, everyone who heard about it, was in it, knows the gist of it, what happened in it, all the things. The way they moved after that live is going to show a lot. Also, everybody is just, not everybody, but majority of us are just seeing this message. I'm not going to go at anybody because they're not reacting fast enough. They're not reacting the way I would. They're not reacting, you know what I'm saying? They're not in this huge fuck this dude. I'm never platforming him again, because that's not even what I'm asking. I'm just asking, tell this type of shit to stop. Bougie. This right here, Karma's a bitch.
I have a question. So let's say one of the people on the list do actively cry on TikTok, right? Over something that happened. Then what? What's after that? Because for some reason, that is always his go-to. You're going to cry. I'm going to make you cry. Cry, cry, cry. What's accomplished? What changes? Because even if you made somebody cry, I bet they're still going to say and do whatever they want.
It shows that they have emotions. It shows that they're human. So making them cry does what?
Right. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And if you've paid attention, his "I'm gonna make you cry" is always his like number one go-to.
Listen, I cry a lot nowadays. It's not that hard to make me cry, so go ahead.
9 out of 10 lives, I hear it.
I'm serious. I get so emotional now.
It's okay. It
Hey,
happens.
she got emotional when she drove her car to the Home Depot and overbought plants. She had to cry and call her husband to come pick them up.
I did. I said, listen, I cry when I see a pretty flower.
No, everyone's got to remember, I'm pretty sure 99% of the people on this list had kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, all under the age. And we keep saying threats because it is a threat. I mean, when you say you're going to come after them and you start off with nothing is off limits, that is a threat. 100% a threat.
Listen, Viking, that could mean anything. What are you going to do? Come steal my kids? What are you going to do? Come take pictures of them? What are you going to do? Try to sell them on the black web? Like, listen,
I remember
this is a
20.
serious threat. This is not funny.
I was gonna say, it wasn't. I remember something about somebody's kids from the whole nother side of the app being like tried to being sold on the black web or the dark web. Like that happened.
Okay, so I know about that situation. Somebody went live and said that, hey, keep effing around. They're going to take pictures of that person's kids and sell them on Craigslist. And then when that person...
No, I'm talking about they put them on the dark web and like price tag and all. I don't think we're talking about the same situation, but there was somebody on here years ago that literally did that shit. This was around the time that Kelly girl or Kylie girl or whoever like flashed the kids and went to jail or whatever happened with her. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that Kylie Strickland lady. Yeah, this was around that time. Like that Kylie Strickland lady. Yeah, this was around that time. Like I didn't even know about no sides other than HP side, but I remember that situation was on my FYP.
Now somebody in here said they're going after their jobs is a horrible thing. A lot of people don't look at it the way most people look at it. If you go for somebody's job, you're not just going for that person. You got to keep in mind, do they have kids? Because if they have kids, now you're taking away from the kids, which puts stress on the person, which puts stress on the family, puts stress on the kids. Indirectly, you're going after kids. Knowingly or unknowingly, you're going after kids when you go after somebody's job.
Exactly.
Now, I just want to say this.
People want to go after people's jobs and, report them or lose their jobs. So what? That they can come online and then you get upset that people are helping them and they're begging. Like, it's just a full circle. If somebody loses their job, what else are they going to do? And what point does that change? You want people to be responsible, right? Part of society, but then you also want to affect it.
Listen, I told my husband that I'm on this list and that someone's saying that, he'll pay. Listen, my husband said that we will pay you to come here to the address that you have to have a conversation face to face about me being on this list. How does that sound?
I'm sure Mikey offered him money too.
I will buy a grill and start cooking out there just to watch. Just to watch. Put your
Hey,
orders in there.
everybody. I'm really nervous, so please forgive me. But I've been following Holly and Moxter for a good while now, and I do have something that weighs on my heart really heavy. Is people don't realize when you come up into these boxes and you let it be known who you are, and we all have children, that these children go to school together, and they could overhear the conversations and know who the parents are, and then the child ends up getting beat up in school because of what they heard on the internet. And your mama's this and your mama's that, and your daddy said this and your daddy said that, and then the kids are right in the middle, and they're the ones that takes the heat for us adults. And that's what's really, really sad, is that children can be affected in so many ways that it's unreal. It's unreal at the bullying from adults. But the children are innocent. They don't deserve this at all. When you bring kids into the real life and you bring jobs into the real life, and go after my character. Go after my character, okay? But leave my children and my grandchildren out of this. And I always try really, really hard. And I've been into a situation to where I've been bullied on this app. And I try to conduct myself in a way that it won't affect my children or my grandchildren. But it's hard. It's really, really hard sometimes. But that's all I have is, I may be speaking to Holly, but yet my children know Holly's kids. And they go to school together, and we don't know this, and then
There's quite a few people. Yeah, there's quite a few people in my chat that live around me. There's quite a few people that are from around me that come in here, but you know what I'm saying? Like one of the girls that are in my chat, in all the chats, because she was on this side of this app in a separate rabbit hole, and then the rabbit holes all went together, and we were like, wait a minute, bitch, you live. Then we, you know what I'm saying, friended each other, and I was like, hold on, you know the same people I know. How the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so yeah, it's true. I mean, Grandma M lives 30 minutes from me. You know what I'm saying? Like there is people that are literally right, your fucking neighbors, and you don't know it. Because 9 times out of 10, we're on TikTok in our upstairs room, or you know what I'm saying, in our makeup room.
I was bullied on this app, and
You got to remember, the world's a big place, but
right.
The world's huge, but there's a sign saying it's a small world, and they say that for a reason. There's been times, because I travel for work, there's been times I went to the airport a couple months ago, and I hear someone say Viking. It was my buddy who works in the USO department, and I didn't even know he worked there, but he recognized me. Right? You could go anywhere and be recognized.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. When I got bullied on this app, and some stranger stepped up and started defending me, and I have no clue to this day who this person is, but they made the bully stop. They made it stop, and I was like, wow. But with that being said, this person that came after me had nothing on me. I had talked to her off the app for about 3 years, and she had always drugged people. She had always trashed people. I was in a very dark place, and I won't go into details, but I was in a very dark place, and she made me laugh. So I just kind of, stuck with it because I was laughing. And so she turned on eventually, like she had everybody else. And
My
she
God,
came
this
after
sounds
me.
so familiar, babe. Go
But
ahead.
she had absolutely nothing on me because I didn't trust her enough to share my story. Thank God, but she did know that I have a disabled 36-year-old adult who has autism. So she went after him because she had nothing on me. And she threatened to get his
I want to say
check
this real quick
taken.
because of this live.
Because of this what?
I'm sorry. Because of this live, literally just, somebody messaged me.
I can't hear you.
And I heard I was on some type of list. What is this? Hold on.
You're going in and out.
Can you hear me now?
Your service is not.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I went toward the backyard. My bad. I said, because of this live, I just had somebody message me asking, hey, I was told that I was on a list. What is the list I'm talking about? So I sent them the list. So it is getting out there that there's a list that's been made. And so obviously your live is doing good.
That's why Mittens would lie to Discord, because she came in here on Florida Man's Girlfriend account. And she has about 13 other accounts that she could come in here and take a box. So I'm not sure why she's lying to Discord. And also, if anybody, you can go to this page and watch the last video. They're actively talking about this live in the Discord under the post, if anybody wants to go catch up.
Also, nobody put this on Too Tall. Too Tall was in here, and I don't know if she's still in here, but I know she was in my first live, and I know she heard exactly what we were talking about and knows that we are not putting any of this on Too Tall. That page, what, did you repost that?
What, this?
Yeah.
No, I haven't reposted it. I was sent it.
Well, because I was trying to look up. Hold on, let me see. SER.
I'm going to drop, but thank y'all for letting me come in. Holly, you've always stood for what is right and what is wrong, and even if it includes you and you saying, you know what, I was wrong. I admire that about you, Moxter. I absolutely adore you.
I love you.
And Retina and Viking, I've followed you forever, and I admire what you're doing. Thank you so much. But I'm going to drop now because, like I said, I was really nervous about coming in. But thank y'all for letting me have a voice.
So to the person who asked that question about what are you going to do if when somebody absolutely does cry? So the person who messaged me is absolutely on the list. It's confirmed they're on the list. And she just messaged me. I got permission from her to go ahead and say it, but not the name. She flat out said that now she is scared because she's been hiding from Mike for a while now. And now that a list is made out, so I'm gonna let her know. I'll have Monster message me the information. I'll give it to her so that she could file what she needs to file right away.
I'll message you right now.
Yeah, and I'll send it to her right away.
Important to clear up when you say Mike, you are not meeting Demure Mikey. You are speaking on Florida Man, correct?
Man, 100%, yes. This person did not mention that she was scared and been hiding from this person for a long time until I sent her the video with the list on it and confirmed that she was on there. And now she is confirming that yes, she is scared because she's been trying to hide from this man for a long time now.
To me, that she would say she's scared. She's never been scared any other day. But whichever.
Well, who said that she's never been scared before?
Oh, I'm talking about Mittens in the comment.
Oh.
I sent it to her.
I mean, I remember yesterday in the live when multiple people were coming up in boxes saying that it does the live when multiple people were coming up in boxes saying that it doesn't matter whose kids that it is, that everyone was going to collectively stand together and put a stop to it, no matter who it is. Well, there's a specific list made now with names. So who from over there is going to collectively stand around now? That's my question.
Tell. In a box.
You say time will tell to see who's going to still stand around and put up with the BS. We shouldn't really be throwing out names saying, oh, this person will, that person will, this person will. Like HOllymae say, we got to give them benefit of the doubt and see how they handle it, see how they do things.
Mittens, you know what I think is crazy? This is what I think is crazy. It says Florida man, or screenshot this, Florida man didn't react because of Too Tall's live. HOllymae is talking out of her ass. Florida man reacting because of something Kendra said about his children. Stop twisting the narrative to fit your agenda. First and foremost, I'm not looking for an agenda here other than saying that this has gone way too fucking far. But I think that it's crazy as someone who is going through a situation with your children being affected, even if it is being posted on the interwebs, being in a situation like that, having your child, your innocent child, used as a pawn to hurt you, that you would even fix your fucking lips to try to deflect from what the fuck is going on, or your fingers to type that shit out, in my opinion. I don't know why, but Desi, it's not letting you like, I see that you're requesting, but when I go to see to accept you, I can't find you. But yeah, that's crazy to me. Crazy to me. Like it is, because I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna stop speaking on your child being posted because I think that's fucking wrong. And whoever is behind that page, I hope to God it comes out, and I hope to God you blast the fuck out of that person because that's
Same.
fucking wrong. Period.
Now, with you saying that you made the list because of one person did something or spoke on your kids, bring that up. Go live and speak about that. Don't make a whole list about everything else.
He still
Talk about
Kendra asked for the proof of that. You know what I'm saying? And was not given it at all.
She'll never get it because I went in there to answer some questions from those ladies in Florida Man. Florida Man jumped in. He started saying stuff, and I'm like, show me these receipts. Show me them. They go, oh, no, we already did. I'm like, y'all never showed anything, so show them. But they want, then when I bring up, okay, well, you called a senior citizen, you called the kid, you called this person, you did that, you did this, they go, prove it. I'm like, dude, it was in your live. Everyone heard it. I mean, I don't need to prove anything when you did it. So they say without proof, it never happened. So with that being said, he never showed proof that she did that, so obviously it didn't happen.
That is the case. Like Bree said, that if all of this transpired because of Kendra in that live, how many people on that list, right, were in Smash's live last night? How many of those people were commenting in Smash's live last night? Because, I mean, I can tell you.
So I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny at all, but in the Discord, she said, I can't get in there to take a box, but it's fucked up to put this on too tall. She wrote me on Instagram and said, I respect that you're holding your live, but I'm not getting in a box there, because she didn't want to get jumped on because who she's friends with. Again, this live has not been that. It has not been because who you're friends with. I can see where you would think that though, because I mean, for several lives, it has been that, but this one has not been. So I mean, yeah.
I
I'll say
promise you,
this.
Mittens. Listen, I promise you, Mittens, that I would not let that happen.
And I'll say this right now, Mittens, if you're hearing. If you jump in the box, I don't care who you're friends with or anything like that. I'm not going to jump you. I'm not going to go after you. I'm not going to say shit to you. You're just another person speaking upon this list trying to protect children. I shouldn't have any hate towards you when it comes to situations like this. And I've said it plenty of times. I don't care if I hate you with the utmost respect of hate. If you come to me with a situation that involves a kid and you need help, I'm going to put my differences aside to help you.
I'm gonna come in, or I'm gonna come down.
And that is what we're supposed to do, Vikey. That's exactly.
Right. And I've done it plenty of times. I've done it a lot of times. And a lot of times we reconcile on things.
Okay.
And we go from there. So yeah, you have my word, Mittens. And Monster already knows that she can tell me what to do, and I'll listen to her. I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to go after you. I don't care who you sit with. This ain't about who you sit with. This ain't about who you support. This ain't about anything else but the list, like HOllymae said.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get off because people are starting to show up for the cookout, and yeah, I've still got hair dye in my hair. So
we were not invited.
So happy Pappy Day to everybody. So happy Pappy Day to everybody. Again, I don't give a fuck who sits with who. I don't care about none of that. My thing is are we all gonna protect the children, or is it more so who you like and who you don't like? Because for me, I don't give a fuck if you can't stand me or if I can't stand you. I'm still gonna speak up on how fucking wrong your children being used in any of this is.
Right. And like I said,
Half left to drive, and then I'll be there for my plate.
All right.
Hey, Tina, grab me a plate too and put it in the microwave. It's going to take me longer to get there, but I'll be there.
All right, y'all. Bye.